Hello, those concerned and interested in my story, how I may be able to help those so that they could avoid and be very aware and alert about their enemies, who could be our friends. Like we say in Pakistani Urdu, आस्तीन का सांप. ये जो दोस्त आस्तीन के सांप होते हैं ना, ये सबसे डेंजरस होते हैं, सबसे डेंजरस. ऐसे तो दुश्मन हमारे हैं. ये बोलना, to say that we don't have enemies is like being a fool. It's not knowing the realities of life. We all have jealousy inside, competition. We compare one another. All these things happen when we are in a social arena where we are working together, living together. Please do not believe anyone who writes in books and tells you that you have, yes, your worst enemy is yourself. That is true. But that outside we don't have enemies, you have to be very careful. The Quran actually says that beware of shaitan. Take him as your open enemy. Surah Yasin's verse. If I am not mistaken, in Al-Kafi, one of our imams, 12er imam, says, alayhi salam, that to do the marifat of shaitan, meaning knowing shaitan's ins and outs, in and out, heights and downs. From every corner, you must know what shaitan does, our enemies do, how they can seduce us, friends they can send, how they can emotionally drain us, how they can be vampires, how they can exploit our weaknesses. I don't want to scare you, but this is the reality of life. You have to take life as a challenge. You have to be brave. You ought to be brave, and you ought to face it. It is the survival of the fittest. So whether a friend or anyone, don't tell them your secrets. What I did is that मैं अपना दिल खोल के बोल देती थी सबको, हर चीज़. हमारे घर खुला होता था, दरवाजे खुले होते थे. If I, like, my weakness is what the enemy knows now. Of course, it's been many years. If you are clean-hearted, if you want to be clean-hearted, and you want to, make everyone your confidant, spill out everything that's in your heart when you speak to someone, and especially what only is in your heart. And then you can't meet people where you have to talk something about business or so this is my weakness, okay? And this is how the enemy got to me, because I could not talk about business. I would only talk about what's in my heart, and that's how they can get you very easily. You can become very vulnerable to your enemy. And then we are told to give the benefit of the doubt. So we can be in doubt, but then of course our hearts should be clean. So whether you kind of feel that something is wrong with your friend, you don't feel right with this friend, yet you give them the benefit of the doubt, and you want to trust them, because it is your duty to trust the other person and to make sure that you are telling the truth to the other person. So dutiful people, soft-hearted people get this, become victims very quickly. And very easily can the worldly people, our enemies, get to us, because they know that we will trust them anyways, because our duty is to trust our friends, any wayfarer even. Like I used to tell myself that if someone, like Jesus Christ alayhi salam says, if someone asks for your cloak, give him your shirt, or someone asks for your coat, give him your shirt, your cloak, like that. So these type of Christians are also very vulnerable to thieves. And then we may do our duty here, but then fail somewhere else. It happens that we are ourselves not perfect. We're trying to be religious or sincere. So these type of people who are trying, due to various other impediments in their life, in the early life, or something that is hampering, draining their strength, maybe because you are empaths, yes, and very sensitive, and like there is this fire in you for justice. तो ऐसे ना आग लग जाती है कि अगर कहीं भी थोड़ी सी इनजस्टिस तुम्हारे साथ हो जाए, आपके साथ हो जाए, तो आग लग जाती है. तो इसमें इंसान, like in this, if you feel this passion for justice and you feel like you don't have patience, so this is also not good. And for the enemy can left, right and center take undue advantage of your situation. They can even blame you that you don't have your feet on the ground and you are just an egocentric person for your own selfish obsession about justice, or you're just egocentric. So it shouldn't be like this, that you should become fiery on any injustice done to you, and then something like that. So whatever our weaknesses are, and we want to become good people, the enemy is there, shaitan is there to always get us in some way or the other, attack us. So yes, even I used to feel guilty that there are so many beggars out on the streets. I can't do anything. There are people still doing some social work. This great lady came from Germany. She changed her country, came to this remote place, went to remote places in Pakistan to help the lepers. And here I was, ek aag lag gayi, कि I was burnt. I was consummated by this fire that Miss Desai is not seeing me. And so what a selfish thing. There are beggars outside. Go do some social work. So then this guilt of selfishness also, like for your own self, just for you, you go into this depression. It is all the depression is called what is it called? Until the Holy Spirit you're blessed with. I've read this book also. It says that help on depression. I don't know the title of it, but until depression is for people who don't have the Holy Spirit, who are deprived of the Holy Spirit. Yes, like feeling sorry for yourselves, You shouldn't be feeling sorry for yourself. So these weaknesses, the enemy knows very well. If, how can I say it? How can I explain to you that Shaitan, Satan, the devil is around and also attacking you with your mind, and also people outside won't leave you. So what is the solution for such people now? You see, I wish I had it to give it to you, but I started to try to find the truth. What is the truth? How to get myself a good person, become a good person, and do justice and feel for others the way I felt sorry for myself, or bad when someone did injustice to me or oppressed me. And so how can I extend myself this, like it's happening to me, but so I feel angry, and then I can't reach out to other people if I am feeling sorry for myself only. So if you are in my position, so God forbid, or even worse, like you are in Yemen, you have lost your children, Iraqi are Muslim ladies who have lost their husbands, were everything, their family was everything to them. They have lost their family members, not only their veils. Yes, so how are we to help those people who are so attached to some or any one of their family members or someone they love, and then when you lose them, then life loses meaning. So how are we to work or enjoy life? And on top of that, you can't even trust anyone. And then there are people who will try to bring you down in whatever manner they can. And also, I'd like to apologize if I hurt someone who is innocent. If I hurt someone who is guilty, then should I apologize to them? Yes, in this weakness, if I was strong, then you could have done bad to me and I would have just overlooked, wouldn't have given it a second thought. So, and would not have assaulted you behind your back or made this thing a public, like a public, this thing, defamation. So those who were treacherously against me, if now I am giving your treachery back to you, please forgive me. I don't know if you will understand or not. Whether you understand or not, I really don't care. I know my restlessness, and I know that God for a long time has kept patience away from me.